All right, we continue the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. In case you just tune in, this is Liberty Online TV. And earlier we been talk about the grant where we win yesterday. Also, 14 media institution then be apply for a grant. Liberty TV top the list, and I'll get the highest from the National Fund for Public Interest Media. One for say congratulations once more to the team, and earlier I will tell Una say today they can look at the All People's Congress. As you all know, then they prepare now for begin for all the lower level elections them outside, and they prepare towards the National Delegate Conference, which according to the calendar it will happen sometime inside 2026, but then they start now with the lower level election them. They don't gazette all the rules them where the party put, and also we see Usai on Wednesday then call a meeting with all the people that we don't show face say they want for be flag bearer for the party for contest na the next general elections we go be inside 2028, and then been put some criteria there where them people there for meet, set up a vetting committee, and so many things there now where they happen ahead of the lower level election as preparation towards the next elections we go be 2028. So if I can't tell we all of them things here we don't they happen as activity them ahead of the lower level election we go start just now. Now the studio we get the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC Party, when Alhaji Sidi Yayah Tunis. Good morning.
Good morning, Khadija. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On deserve, on a level of professionalism, top notch.
Thank you.
Congrats.
So let me start with the meeting where on a call, on the executive, all the people that we don't come on so far, don't show interest, say they want for be on a leader, where they contest under the umbrella of the All People's Congress for the next general election. We go be 2028. We have summon them to a meeting now at the office, and after that we see some criteria they want to set up go out viral. Firstly, let me start for talk about the reasons behind this meeting. Una decide say una need for get an engagement with all the people that so far we don't come up say one for be flag bearer.
Well, thank you very much, Khadija. If you recall, a couple of times I don't tell una say the leadership very much keen in keeping the party together. We don't tour the entire country. We try to unify the party and maintain peace. So the meeting will get the aspirants there. I never know how I go out because these are normal meetings. In fact, even yesterday we get a meeting with them again. We now the leadership don't decide say we get for continuously they engage them for several reasons. So first of all, they get a stance, say, then they aspire for the party, for represent the party, and to a large extent, one of them for be president eventually. So, which means the key is among them, they have to be unified. There has to be unity. Will they bring them together for leader camaraderie among them? They interact among themselves, and make them also get understanding as to whose side the party wants to go, how wants to go, and for let them understand, say, will they do things differently this time as opposed to 2023. Everything about the campaign, about the activities of elections get for be anchored within the party. And we, as a party, want for develop the manifesto before we even get the flag bearer, so that whoever becomes flag bearer get for fit in the party's manifesto and campaign agenda. When we don't win the election, we will give you presidency and you get power. So these are the kind of interaction.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform, you have the power. Not IT, not admins. You're in charge. So you can tailor work exactly how you love to do it. For example, you can add custom fields.
different CD.
Yes.
Why this time around na the party they develop a manifesto and give to the flag bearer where other term them now where the flag bearer don't they una can normally set up a committee where they work on the manifesto because every flag bearer gets own plans and aspiration where he wants for the country.
Well, you are running on the party ticket. So as much as you get for be the president and the party ideology, the party and development agenda for Sierra Leone, I they can channel. Yes, when we don't develop the manifesto, would I ever be, now that make now all this don't develop them together. Would I ever emerge as the presidential candidate, they can meet the party ready and prepared for run. The last election, we struggled. We get milestone less than about a month to election. You know, we therefore we say we'll get a presidential candidate for after that at the time we begin. You don't they talk about campaign tea, this, that. No. This time we want to set all the structures. So whatever can meet all the structures ready. Yes, of course, we go make tweaks here and there. But we no one lost as a party, we no one lost grip of the campaign like we see in 2023. Where this, this connection day between waiting the flag bearer they do ya, waiting this other person they do ya. We get past 4-5 tally centers, all of them for collate results. We don't want to repeat. I don't plan to talk like several times to this sign. We are a ready party. We are a structured party with a structure. Everything make sure say all the systems and processes stay in place. We get committees there now, they set up. We get committees we focus on census. We get committees we focus on the implementation of the tripartite recommendations. We get committees where they look at different things. So these are all work that they do for make sure say we reduce them ahead of the next election.
This just bring a statement. So now deputy chairman Amasiri and be making one meeting on a party office where he say now the party they give the flag bearer a running mate this time around, and the party go ensure say then they on top of affairs, even on appointment, if on a win nation.
Well, I mean, there are campaign elections that party get on. Governance different. And the way president don't be president, they get governance of course, but he's running on the party to the party go can here and there, and it's not necessarily for you usurp a role as a president or government, no. But when it comes to the issue of running mate, for example, because it is a ticket for the APC. So we in as a party and the one we get for being a flag bearer, we all sit down, we look at himself, we look at the criteria then of the running mate, we look at the composition of the country, we look at the competence of the people where we want for match them with. Because one, you can get for be able for coordinate, you can get for get the same mindset. You know, we get the presidential candidate, we not trust in running mates. Then they fight here and there and they do something different, the running mate they do something different. You understand? So we all get for sit down, we look at different criteria then, we look at the spread, the geographic spread, the regional spread and other things, and the competency, we put all together and decide on things that they're going for. But we're not just get for left and normal, or we get multiple parties, multiple offices, then they run the campaign different side and no.
So all activities there, is it safe now for say this is part of the team with the APC on land we went through wrong at the 2023 election, so not amend so now?
I mean, we learned a lot. Starting first of all with the legal battles that will get with delay, because these are all things we'll for the way ahead of time. But the legal battles and delay, so which is why we are very careful going forward, even before the lower level elections. You remember, saying August will be for don't start. But we want to make sure say everything with the law say we for do, we do in accordance with the law. So the people of this country, that is why I come deliberately, regularly, they engage, how far we don't go, what we don't do. So if anybody decides, say, for throw spanners, the people of this country will know, say, this person they do and deliberately for just delay the APC. But we are going by the laws, the provisions of the laws. You know, we own constitution, the national constitution, waiting the PPRC Act say, waiting public elections Act say, we make sure we stay within the provisions. They all as we move forward.
Talking about preparation and the regular meetings there, and even yesterday again, the party office been flooded on the members them. But amidst all this preparation, I don't get a notification letter because I sent to the social media from one founder member them we instead one for contest for before when our chief Samura notify on say illegal courts.
Well, you know, Chief Samura is situation we don't explain and severally, and we did at a point we say it don't begin to exhaust the internal remedies. So we don't know it in plans as far as external remedies are concerned. But like we say, we as a party no say we will not do anything to don't violate the laws, we are constitution or the national constitution, and we not do anything for disenfranchise anybody. So whatever the situation is, we self they prepare ourselves, you know, for face whatever remedy it is that or whatever action it is that we go decide for take. We hope say we go court. We go hope say, well, I mean you go notify, but since the court not notify we yet, so we go take and say, you know, not notify. But we hope say not go do that because clearly you know, a situation we don't talk severally, we don't engage severally, you know, we don't put all of the cards on the table. So we hope say it will rethink and then it will continue for camp for engage.
Still on that issue we get for do rectifying which identifies that some of the problems where the APC been facing in 2023. Is it that another for make them one the way one for contest the position for flag bearer, take a pledge, for example, or commit to SFC, waiting the party don't decide. Now each and every one of them get for because you make mention earlier the issue of different people getting different party offices, different people we want for contest the position, they get their own manifesto them, but the party wants to be an umbrella thing where they come from the party and whosoever go for emerge, then go for make commitments, so then go sign to say now this, then they agree.
Well, that is a good suggestion. You don't make so. I mean, definitely, you know, we'll go with, as with the, you know, work on this, as with the work
the
on
party,
the.
some of them party meetings the owner can get like the knack and waiting, where gentleman's agreements can happen. At the end of the day, if things go sour, people can say documents not there for sure say I mean agree say they do this.
Yeah, no, clearly you're right. I mean, these are all things we will do, and that is why. You know, but we don't focus really first now for make sure say we get the right person, the right candidate in we're ready for sink into the party program for transform this country, because at the end of the day it is about the country, you know. And so that is why we are saying we don't want surprises. People they say, oh, say with the vet, then they say, oh, now for target certain people. No,
but that description the way you give just now among the many names we don't come out, any one panel the way meet that description we just give of the person we fitted for the position.
they all meet her. But there are other things you can look at. You understand? Let's say, for example, Mabel, we have a situation which say after 2018 election, for example, then take plenty of we go commission of inquiry. Then put cases per plenty of we, whether na corruption case, whether na we not agree with them cases, but the fact of the matter is there are cases. Some go court, some things they happen. So if we as a party say, okay, so because of this, maybe you need for wait, then you say no, you go court, and then the court go give you right, a good for you, a good for we. A good for you and we, because if the court give you right, at the end of the day, you end up for be with flag. We are now confident. That same back to we say, no, this man get case for answer. When I then don't go tell we, first of all, say you don't get case. You understand? So a good for you, self, a good for we. So people not foresee them processes there, not for safeguard we candidates there, and for safeguard we self as a party. So at the end of the day, we don't want to put somebody, like for example, the issue of dual citizenship, they always come up where election term reach. We not the laws they not change around that day. So these are all things we they look at. So we don't want tomorrow we get surprises. We get a candidate, we last minute, they go can say, oh, this candidate then disqualify. There will be this scramble forget other candidate, or it be too late for we forget a candidate. So people for be positive when we take them steps there. So we know they are against anybody wanting to lead the party or be president. We know say we get a good crop of people, we from among them we get a good candidate, we go do better than we seen at this country so right now. And that is why also, in addition to having that good candidate, we self as a political party say, look, we self get for dinner the driving seat this time. We get there a co-pilot. You dey, now you know we leader, now you will elect, but now we program this as a party, how we feel say we agenda for day for transform Sierra Leone for the betterment of every Sierra Leonean, regardless of which color or which region you find yourself. So this is our program. Come in and lead us implement this program. You know they come with your own program. No, you they come for help we lead for implement the program where the party don't develop.
Normally, where una can get flag bearer, the flag bearer can get in your team. Some by extension can even get in your office aside the party office, can set up in your parallel campaign teams them for on several activities the way it feels say they in line with your agenda. Now una they come with forms of arrangement. How una going to ensure say whoever will be on a flag bearer stick to the party in arrangements, not go from parallel offices or parallel campaigns.
In the first place, you get for understand, say, 2023 elections been difficult and challenging, so we'll not pay attention to plenty things. But the constitution will get clear as to who are responsible for waiting. The offices were responsible for campaign, the offices were responsible for PR, the offices were responsible for different things in time elections, all our they did now, well structured, so we go remind you, say no, we constitution are this. If you say you go about remedies, that is why we have PPRC. That is why we have other areas. But we know say we not go back to that. Because their meetings they are what they get now for billion on understanding the billion census, then these are all observation process. We observe people, we they interact. The more we interact, the more we know people, and at the end of the day, we'll be able to elect the best possible candidate for lead with party.
You say that they bring them together frequently for let them begin talk among themselves, for let unity they among themselves. Let them see the contest, say this is a friendly contest, for split we together. What is the vibe that they get among the so many people them we don't show face now say they want to be flag bearer?
I go tell you a good number of them they interact among themselves, and I know say also outside of the party meeting, some of them they get meetings among themselves already. Some they don't they coalesce and get understanding among themselves in terms of support and all of them things.
So that will make people begin to see the numbers they reduce, because the number again now one way concerned they come out from supporters, people well wishers of the party say 2018 about 28 candidates, 2023 a huge number, and now even about 3 years to the elections, a huge number don't they come again.
Yeah, but I should say that number they go reduce. It is possible to say it will increase, but I'm of the view say it will reduce. And I'm also on that is why our goal really will not want going to convention with many people, but at the same time we not coerce or force anybody for step down because they're right. We're not for disenfranchised, but at the end of the day, we know say understanding will come and then go serious and the party will begin to engage. And I know say themselves will continue to engage among themselves. Maybe they go form teams and coalitions and all that. But in any case, whatever the outcome may be, whatever we end up for going to convention with, we will get a peaceful contest and we will get very good candidates.
Let me talk about the rules there now. I don't get it, and when they call on any of them member, they will get any objection for come forward with them before the days them elapse na PPRC. Within are some of the rules then briefly for one day we know opportunity.
Well, their rules then they will present to PPRC. These are rules where a good number of them they know the constitution. They speak to whether they're eligible for contest for the various positions, how long if you don't know the party. For example, if you want for contest for any executive ward level, let's say if you don't the 1 year at the party and if you're in good standing, then you be active member of the party. If you don't pay all the dues them instead of you don't get any disciplinary questions for answer to that kind of thing they. And also they talk about you self will qualify for vote in the elections. They at what level anybody will not be member of APC for 1 year plus and you they in good standing like I define this now you can vote at what level. But then when you cross what level, now delegates and now go vote for the different executive until we come to national delegates conference. So you speak to that. Then also we propose some fees which people pay for the various positions, and now they also form part of the rules so sent to the PPRC. But basically, with the exception of the fees, then where we put every other thing where they by the rules that will send to the PPRC then our constitution. They're not the outside of the constitution.
So the primaries and when they start?
We anticipate based on how it goes, so because the rules that we don't send to the PPRC they mature the 11th September. If we not get people we challenge, then we can right away start. But if we get people we challenge, PPRC get for zero and then matter and then thereafter, if anything not for change, we can still continue. But if something they for change, they get for Kai again, they republish. But we not say nothing not good for change really because say not only constitutional provisions that we present to the PPRC. So and with constitution they say the only way we amend now if we go to the national delegates conference. So we anticipate if we all remain so by first week October we go start.
With all them preparation there, CD, the public concern say you dey come here time after time presenting a case as if all is well internally, but there are key people were missing. For example, on a 2018-2023 flag bearer, where a stakeholder now by virtue of the position where it don't hold. And there were issues if we don't solve and the public for don't know. Why not time for reach out to all aggrieved parties before we move to this step and they present a case as if all is well at home?
Khadija, we don't do that severally. But I say this to the people in today. This agreement not mean say disunity today. We now a political party, we're responsible for bringing the fact, the truth to we people and guide we people them. best way where we know say right for this country and right for them. We get challenges with 2023 elections, no doubt about it. But we're in a situation now with the entire world. What's the entire world? The UN agencies, with development partners, them, ECOWAS, African Union, they all get a mindset where every one of them they prepare rallying for 2028 elections. You understand? And internally, all other political parties, except just the convention them, civil society, the media, everybody knows say elections now 2028. But then you have this set of people we not want we at the APC for talk about 2028 elections, for prepare ourselves for 2028 election. Then while we continue for the talk about something where we all know say not get for happen, which is for continue for tell we people and say then they put President Yo, then put Dr. Samura Kamara. And me and you know say that one not to the case, that one not to two. Be responsible enough not for cancer on our radio or TV and continue for mislead with people and so because it's not fair to them. We responsibility as much as the true or hot, but we responsibility now for telling true, for make sure say waiting right now with the telling. President Bill travel, I think 2 or 3 days ago. The next thing we know, people put now air say, you don't go. Dr. Samura Kamara they per barb now. They don't ready in suit for her. They don't ready in suit where they wear for go take the power. All I want not to true. Then they confuse with people with their lies and they we in a party will they prepare for 2028 elections. Will they reach out to doctor? Will they hope say by now? As somebody will lead with party 2020, 2018, 2023, will the party get all the support?
The decentralized wall ties gate platform optimizing vertical.
All the support necessary. We stand with her, we fight with her through and through. A leader into money, we support and tripartite, we support and we believe say we by now if I don't come up with a statement and tell people and say no, this not so true, not right. But if it not happen, we as a party not go sit down with hold we food say we self not go do it. No. As much as then they cost we left and right, but we go continue for bring that 2 day to we people.
So the one that we still they live in 2023, now our members then CD, are they on their own?
Well, we not necessarily say now we member them. Ibrahim, we are one of the advocates, not to APC member. Warise, not to APC member. And these are people where they propagate this 2023, and they're not even there in this country. Then they out of this country, then they mislead with people in us alone. And these are not APC members. But now then they influence the few then way then they send money to for the spreading things then in social media. But again, you have some members then. And when elite people, where people away don't learn who can understand, they really know what they go on. But then say mixed parties. I don't go hide. Then they a good number of them. Some of them behold positions in the government, some of them behold positions in the party, then they go around the whole meetings, they mislead with people.
So now they left them out of the planning?
No, we are not.
Or their ways only one for bring them on board?
We continue for engage them. But Khadija, if we get a few sets, we don't get a mindset, we fix, we even they know say this not correct, but they decide for hold on to that, then it means they get different plan. As much as we go on the all back and we still continue for engage them, but we also get for focus on the bigger picture. When at that people expect from we.
But a divided house cannot win any election.
We house not divided.
But you have other factors, so they push for this electoral justice. And you say some of them are key members, some of them don't hold position.
Yes.
Now, elite people them.
Yes.
So
But
why
yes.
sounding as if, okay, let's just move on?
No, we are moving on. But like I say, this agreement don't mean say the house divided. You know, we focus now with people. Yes, we want these people back. We will continue for engage them, but that don't mean say we go sit down and not do it for do as a party prepare ourselves for 2020. You see all of the good work the world don't do. We never able to do before. But we focus, we do work, even with a small number of people in the national executive. We're very, very busy day and night with the work, with the spread the party across this country. We will continue for engage them. But again, like I said, if you have a set of people, we don't get a fixed mindset. Maybe they get different. Maybe they get different.
From 2023 to now, you know, one person, all the time we host you, they repeatedly they say, when I don't tell them, say, that's what they tell them, say, Dr. Samura Kamara in person, get for Kanapa from that 2023 elections, nothing we not get for B. But every day, every now and then, somebody interview, this they come out. People really, really, they listen to what the party tell them.
Then they listen because I could tell you, say, plenty we don't come. We be there, but we don't can tell we say, we don't know now, say, wait till we tell we the two. So, plenty day we don't come, and we continue for engage. That is why we also busy to go around the country. We engage with people, we talk to them daily, you know, then they see. I mean, this person, we necessary for begin see some of the things the way they happen. The time the way they don't give when I say this thing get for happen, they get for pull this person, they put that person every month, new time. This person will they say ECOWAS they can pull. 9 are the chairman of ECOWAS today. 9 days before all the ECOWAS heads of state there. So we say for the beginning and think say the party they tell we, what the party they tell we this yeah. What did they tell we not they see. We say for begin think now say no. Somebody they will not tell we true. And definitely not to the party, because the party we always don't talk true. From the time we start, we don't talk true. And waiting all they say now that their agreements they will go get. We know say we will implement them, it will change the way how we do things. Now that means we help them for make sure say we implement them. Now the agreement for national unity, we don't implement every aspect of our. Recently, they don't left with brother and sister them. They were self be there exactly they put cases party, they don't left them. Just yesterday, we go for resolution 5. We say for institutionalized inter-party dialogue framework. Then they say we don't go far with some political parties, they don't get now the guidelines, the work plans, and all of them things. Then they have their leadership succession plan, all around it on the tripartite implementation day before yesterday. ECSL call all political parties and then go briefly how far then set number with their own implementation. Yesterday, PPRC do the same. They call political parties and they tell how far they set number with their own implementation. So all of them things that the party they on top. I tell you now, this not the committees who don't set up where they deal with census. The other one where they on top of the tripartite issues. Very soon, the party will put up out a statement also with regards to tripartite. And in addition to that, very soon we will come to the public also as to we plan for talk to with people on a certain matter.
Ask you say because now they can go into primary elections and we'll go for focus on them and they if not go lose sight of national thing they're going to go for happen, perhaps go for affect the 2020 elections and the sense of one of them. So we'll not lose sight of the national events and
No, we don't lose sight. That is why we have specific people for specific things. We don't lose sight at all. And as we go right now, even with the elections, we get in, internal elections management committee. We are then responsible for conduct election. But then also get a coordinating team where they work with them. So that then aspect them even a secretariat aspect and not go delay their work as elections management committee. So we are the secretariat waiting required of us for do we self they do your own part and we liaise with the elections management committee so that the work not go delay. But the other committees then say focus on the your work. So tripartite, if you want something, we know that for talk to. Census, if you want information, we know that for talk to. So all of them things then they empower the party and you know even the way how we district executive then they work now is different. If you
the way you just mentioned, so there is also an ongoing serious conversation with the gun now. I'm pretty sure say we don't give we on a party stand sometimes last week, but the conversation on NDA and the APC seem not for focus on that particular conversation. Those who see even members of una party, for example, the Honorable Ibrahim Bundu we hosted last week. Is stating position in support of the power sharing in the PR system forum is a constitutional issue. We see on a former comrade Alhaji Al-Fakar, we now the presidential spokesman. It is all over the houses pushing for power sharing, but the APC for the engage in that conversation. Una not interested in her, or una just want for focus on una internal party issues.
trust me, we're very much engaged in that conversation there. And it is a conversation we would already defeat once. Now I mean they don't take on to the level where they don't take on so. I they say this because in fact now that make a late small because I just been the engaged Honorable Alpha Khan on that. But we not they stop them at just media level. Will they begin for go deep for engage with people? But I say now a conversation once because this conversation
we're collecting a lot of data. So we're collecting like the agent. There's actually a drive.
waiting Honorable Ibrahim Bundu and others they do to this country not fair. The constitution very clear, Khadija. Law even explain to the people how PR come about Nasalo. We constitution 1991 constitution get section 38. We clearly state say we electoral system in this country na the first past the post. But of course in 1996 where they would do election we began war. So there were no census data, no boundary delimitation done. So constituencies not been there. So what they then do, then decide for treat the entire country as one constituency. That is why in 1996, now one constituency PR then use. The whole salon they take as one constituency because they not be able to go outside for dual boundaries because of the war. Waiting then do 1996 not supported by law. Now that make them introduce section 38A that in an instance where existing constituency is not there and USAI unable for do boundary delimitation for established constituencies, we for resort to PR. So it was an optional because of the war and their action and the way we've been there. So now that make then the user say, oh, a constitutional, but the constitution very clear. That is why the only bad thing we happen at that in 2023, we had existing constituencies. That is why we challenged it in court But unfortunately, the court give ECSL the right. You understand?
The power sharing, because for Honorable Alpha Khan, we seem for the champion the media awareness campaign, he said President Bill they push the power sharing for national cohesion.
Khadija, it doesn't make sense. In fact, it's dangerous for we country. And this is why I will say that. With system as it is now, even where it is first past the post, it not in any way prevent inclusivity or national cohesion as then they claim. This is the reason why we system as a give the president enormous powers for hire at will. Anybody we want hire. You understand? So with president, if he decides say he wants in cabinet for be 20% of NGC, 15% of PMDC, he get that power there. Nothing not stop her. So this idea say we for introduce PR for inclusivity, no. First past the post not exclude anybody. The president can hire anybody, can make anybody ambassador once you qualify. So it is not an excuse. The danger with waiting and the try for say so, me and you know it's not power. The enormous amount of power where the executive gets. If, like how then they say, APC win, we get president, we get vice president. Then we say, okay, because SLPP get 20%, let's give them 20% of cabinet positions. Who are then cabinet ministers and they answerable to? Now the president. Then get for do what the president want them for do. Now the president in agenda, in party agenda, then they go promote na cabinet. You understand? Not so they know they go debate like how parliament they debate, vote for or against. No, cabinet now one voice. Where you be ambassador that the country, the government in position, they go push. So what is that telling us? Not a dominance of one party at executive level, because now that one party ideology, that president ideology, now they push through and through at governance level. You understand?
So this is the APC in position to the power sharing.
Yes. The governance level, now they go push that party, so you are killing the other party ideology. That person there, we don't go taste that power, you know one left out. So the next thing you know, if he begin misbehave, the party say no, but the president wants her, then the talks will begin. You understand? What are you doing? Not to kill you, they kill the other party there. Not to democracy, they kill and take we back to one party slowly.
All right. Look at messages. We don't come for you, CD. Mabel?
The very first message we will look at from the Facebook. A loose contest say political parties operate on principles of loyalty, consistency, and trust. Once a person chooses to leave a party and establish another, it raises question of allegiance and commitment. Therefore, it is only right if Sam Sumana wishes to pursue the position of flag bearer, he should seek the interpretation of the courts to determine his eligibility under the law and party's constitution.
All right. Afraid of their shadows. Only the guilty are always afraid.
We look at small messages. This one from Albert P has seen the orderly and preparedness of the APC to take the reins of government come 2028. That is why the government is pushing for a government. Now lie, they must and will account for their doings.
Mr. Lawan on YouTube, they say, Sidi, in the interest of peace, don't you think the party should have a dialogue with aggrieved members, including Dr. Samura Kamara?
Abdullahi B. Lukule say it has been over 2 years since the 2023 elections. The government is functioning at a full capacity. At this juncture, Dr. Samura Kamara ought to prioritize the unity of the APC party, preparing ahead of the 2028 general elections.
This other one, this from Kane Brahma say, How long is Chief Sam Sumana going to continue to engage? Is it a plan to play him like a ping pong ball?
Hassan Yukaba say, Mr. Tunis, we in Liberia and Guinea in the APC struggle a lot in terms of logistics and security-wise. What is the party preparation to protect our votes in the southern region, especially Pujan District, Gendema?
This one, they say those hurdles are high and big to jump in the APC walk around them.
Joshua Sulaiman Bremer, I must commend the APC executive for such a move to bring their intended standard flag bearers together. I wish the ruling party could implement such to ease the tension in their party. Chairman Jimmy, most especially the organizing secretary and executive members, would like to take notes.
All right, this last one I go last week. I think a compliment to Sidi. Alhaji Sidi Yayah Tunis is the best political PRO in Sierra Leone. Keep it up.
The final myself would say because of time, Ali Lawan says, Sidi, for the interest of peace, don't you think you should have a meeting with Dr. Samura?
All right. Okay, Pedri Koma, they say, ask Sidi if he gets planned for one for any position in the party.
Oh yeah, I'm a politician. Definitely. I get plan for run. You know, I just not decided which office I get for run for. Are they
give up this?
Are they in talks with the leadership of the party, and also you mean I'm possibly for consult? Are they go around the country and consult people them? You know, so at
Did
the
they
end,
give up this position?
No, I'm not gonna say so at the moment.
Okay.
I will not. You know, as it is now, at the consult.
You still get time, nice side?
Yeah, I get a lot of time. Yeah, when I even start lower level it, I get a lot of time. But again, with the engagement of Dr. Samura Kamara, we have done severally, and we will continue for do. We get the Elders Council, we don't meet them severally. Some of them aspirants they also with the contest don't meet them severally. You know, we get people in the party we personally they talk around. You know, so a lot of engagement they happen. The same with Chief Sam Sumana. Not that we not engage them people they are, we they engage, we they explain. You know, so just we know say that is how we for proceed as a party for make sure say we get everybody on board. But in the process where it is difficult to get everybody on board, you also get for do what you get for do for make sure so you keep the on the big picture winner for win election. As it was towards because we know say it was difficult to people them. If we not win 2020, are determined they are ready. And so do we. We self were very, very much ready for win that election day 28.
All right, so I prepare now for start on a level elections in terms of issues that we get for security. One we can be very challenging, especially for parties in opposition whenever one wants for some gathering. How not only work with the security sector for provide for the adequate security now decide them all over the country for the older elections here.
Now we get very good working relationship with the current leadership of the security sector, especially the Australian police. The IG we they now and they work well together. They coordinate with activities. In fact, that is why they see they go around the candidates and they go around the country peacefully because we always they engage them before ever they left. And they go and they make sure they provide security. So for now, we are working well. Hope say with all of it they happen also at inter-party level and even with the partners and the engagements, and now the tripartite recommendations. We hope say the general elections, the security situation will also be better 2023. We want to focus, but at the same time, we don't get let to guards down as we did in 2020. Because, trust me, the security sector not treat you well. They were our biggest threat based on the things that will go through at their hands. But of course, the relationship don't improve a lot, and we hope it will continue for improve.
All right. Many thanks for joining me this morning for can talk about of the lower level like beginning from the National Public Sector. It say by September 11 this year, the rules then go don't mature as they don't gazette and now PPRC they wait for as then go get any objection to the rules. But in belief say the rules say no will get any objection, and as soon as they mature na PPRC, the party go come back with a date where the elections then go commence from the ward level. And now then they continue with the engagement then with all the people. Yes, they want for be flag bearer. And a pleasure as always for host you, CD.
It's always a pleasure for the year. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, now they end the breakfast.